way I can get it. There we go.
All right, so
Difficult.
this book was given to me by my therapist last week, and just on a, I didn't ask for it. I just saw it sitting there on her shelf, and she had two copies, so happens, and I was like, hey, can I borrow it and just see what it's about? And I literally randomly picked up Difficult Conversations.
And who's the author?
And the author is Douglas Stone, Bruce Patton, and Sheila Heen. So it's a compilation. They're they are from the Harvard Negotiation Project, but apparently it's a New York Times bestseller. Never heard of it.
Wow.
And it's about 10 years old, and it basically, the gist of it is that, and this is totally foundation related, which I really love, and it resonates with me. Uh, so in any difficult conversation, like you and your wife, you and your boyfriend, a boss or a supervisor that needs to cut their employee, the employee that's getting cut by their boss, what have you. Any kind of difficult conversation, there's three like layers of conversations that are going on simultaneously at the same time. So the first one is the what happened conversation. So that's the whatever's happening at that time, or the cause of the conversation. Generally, so the easy one is, man and wife fight, or husband and wife fight, left the milk out, take your pick, what have you. So there's going to be a lot of fingers, a lot of blame, and that's generally what's considered maybe like reality, what people consider to be reality. The second conversation is the emotional level, because nothing's ever really about the milk or about the money or about the sexual problems or what have you. It's always the emotional, right? And then the layer underneath that, the deepest layer, is the identity conversation. So the easiest way to explain it actually is, but you guys actually will grasp this really easily. So a boss who needs to fire his employee, the orders have come down, he's got to get rid of his employee. He doesn't want to do this because his identity, he views himself. What is this conversation going to mean to him as his identity? He views himself as a nice guy. So he has to have this internal conversation of, oh well, if I cut this guy, that's not what a nice guy would do. So he struggles with the decision, and he may even give give his employee false hope. He may back out of it and go, well, okay, you know what? There, okay, you can stay. I'm sorry. I'll cut somebody else or something like that. But it's good. It's those three levels and those three conversations that are going on at the same time. But another good thing about this book is just that you can't just walk into in a conversation with your boss and say, what's going on with you emotionally? What's your identity about? Tell me more about how you view yourself. None of that stuff will ever work, right? So it gives you a lot of suggestions on how to segue, how to get to that point. Also, a lot of stuff about getting your internal conversation, your identity. Stop looking at yourself as a black and your identity is not black and white. You're not a success. You're not a failure. You're not a good guy. You're not a bad guy. Things are just more complicated. The world's more complicated that way. And so is the other person as well, who's going through their identity struggles, their emotional conversation. It's really good book. I suggest it. I highly suggest it to you. And I'm wondering if there's some way I can sneak it into like a blog or something like that. I don't know how that works. You can basically hear some, just start journaling about this stuff and posting it online to share with people.
Have you read the whole thing?
It's full. I'm going through it. I'm taking notes. I'm going very slowly and taking notes and trying to make sure I don't forget anything. because there's almost no fat to the bone. Like it's all really rich stuff. I tried to do the Tai Lopez thing, like, oh, I'm just gonna fly through this thing and absorb it.
Yeah.
There's just way too much here. It's all juice.
Some books you just have to absorb.
Like like War and Peace. Yeah, that's one of the Tai Lopez books. I suggest you do that. You do the Tai Lopez thing for War and Peace. But for difficult conversations, Leo Tolstoy could have benefited greatly from difficult conversations. He had a tough moment.
I realize that Tai Lopez thing only works with like self-help books or informational books. Not really novels.
Yeah. The novel is more of an experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless it's one of those choose your own adventure books. Do you guys remember those? I don't know. You remember too.
Hell yeah. No, what? I
Really?
love choose your own adventure books. I love how you think of me as too young. That's awesome.
I know. You and Kevin are like 1 year apart or something.
I know. It's so funny.
It's the beard. The beard throws me off.
I need to grow one so I can look older.
Yeah, that's what you really need.
But other than that, yeah, I started my talk out with that because I didn't want to go into what I did during the week, which is not much. Reading, difficult conversations. That was my goal of the week. Oh no, wait. I also have. I didn't want to come to. I mention this every week probably, but I don't want to just come here and say, oh well, guys, nothing's changed in my life. I'm not really trying. I've got to get my life sorted. I know. So I'm trying a different approach, which is just waking up early. I'm going back to the basics. Just wake up early. Change something in your life. Something real minor. So waking up early is my thing now. So I found a accountability partner who walks his dog in Waikiki every morning at around 6. So I wake up early and I go to meet him. And we walk. And he's got a website. And he's trying to build like an online-based business in Honolulu. He's a Danish guy, and he just.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know. Danish people are awesome. That may not be related, but.
True, you cracked me up.
He's also, but he's like a serious, like no nonsense business guy, and he's a real. He kind of balances me out. Like I'm more of the touchy feely kind of guy. He's had success and also met with a lot of failure and some tragedy in his life. So he's got a lot of life experience. He's right around my age, but I met him in Japan actually. He was probably I don't know his exact net worth, but at one point he was oh my gosh!
Look who it is!
Special guest! That is so funny. Reunited. Hold on, guys. This sun is blinding me. Be right back.
Special guest.
Hey!
And Fran, welcome.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, guys.
Welcome.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm pretty good.
You. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Drew. You were.
Oh.
Hi, David.
Hey, Erica. Are you in a shipping container? Are you, like, trapped at sea? What's going on there?
Why?
Oh, I see it. No, your door, that red door behind you, it does look like.
This is the door I'm behind all the time. That's funny.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling people about my new accountability partner, which is forcing me to wake up early in the morning, and we go talking, and I just kind of tap his brain and talk to him about sometimes about shop, sometimes about life. But he was a pretty successful recruiter in Japan, Danish guy. He's a Danish guy. I don't hold on against him, and he's really knowledgeable. He's kind of like the the opposite, total opposite of me. An action taker, successful. No, wait! Stop making those jokes, Drew. Shame on you.
Yeah, stop
That doesn't
self-deprecating
actually
humor.
really, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, it's so practiced though. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm changing my life bit by bit, starting by waking up early and running. And we're running out to meet this guy and his dog, and walking with him through the streets of Waikiki, trying to reflect on life.
So you
But
jog
enough
on
about
your way
me. Let's talk about you, David.
Enough about me. What do you all think of me?
I've gone on for too long. Yeah.
No, go ahead. I'm the odd one out here, so
there. He's just
catch me
soaking it
up.
up.
Never.
It's really good to see you all. I feel like it's been forever.
And we're missing Conway, man. I really miss Conway.
No.
Yeah.
What happened to Cowie? He seems to have kind of disappeared.
He just like dropped off the face of the earth, really.
He did?
I mean, he doesn't like reply back to an email saying that
Yeah.
he's not going to show up. I haven't seen him active in the forum. I don't really know. I'm worried that he's like embarrassed to come and just doesn't want to say anything.
No.
But maybe I should just reach out to him.
I'll do that again this week.
Yeah, that couldn't
I've been
hurt.
pretty good about been pretty good about reaching out to him once a week at least, but he doesn't really reply to a voicemail or anything like that. He contacted me on Facebook once, just saying, "Yeah, sorry, I've been busy," and no, I'm sorry, we did have a brief conversation. He just said, "Yeah, his things were tough on his wife. I mean, he had dedicated, a long time to us, right during kind of prime family time. So it was a little tough for him, for both of them.
Wow.
He may be trying to realign and then rededicate his life to his wife. But, so. Although I'm still wondering about the Brazilian loss to Germany. I'm wondering if that really affected him, because he wouldn't talk to
That
people after that.
That's a good question. I don't know. I wouldn't doubt that really took a toll on his sanity. Watching the Germans just
I mean,
nowhere.
he was pretty passionate about it. I don't know. When a sport is like that tied to your national identity, I can't really say, oh, I don't get it.
Well, I'm gonna phone bomb him and see how this goes. Keep calling him until he answers.
So he hasn't been at the last two meetups?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's 3, right?
Actually, not last two. He hasn't been to any of them.
Oh.
I haven't seen him at all since last month.
Yeah,
Oh.
since last month.
Oh. Bummer.
Let's see if he's even on. I see he's on.
You see
Maybe
that
message him.
on like Gmail or something? I don't know. It shows that he's away.
Oh, it is. So.
Erica, what's new with you?
Oh my god.
How was New York?
New York was fantastic.
You're back? You're back home?
I am. I got back yesterday. I came back yesterday because I went to go see a concert here in Utah that I had to go see. It was like, it's this band that has consumed my life. I love them so much. They're like, I don't even know how to explain my love for them. Anyway, so I saw them. It was the most epic show of my whole life. It's so much fun. And before New York, so I spent a week in New York, and then before New York, my friend Mikey was here visiting me from Utah, my first friend to come visit me in Utah. And so I've just been like super not doing anything businessy in any way at all. It's just been like summer frolicking and like seeing family and friends and stuff. So I feel really kind of out of the loop business-wise, foundation-wise. And now, like, I'm just studying for this test I have to pass to get my teaching license, and that's like all I can do, like any free waking moment besides work. And also, is that a hand raise for a question?
Me?
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
sorry, I was just moving some. Oh.
Sorry, that was me.
What's up, Jim?
I had a hand raised. So
Yes,
I remember
you
the
did.
last time you were on with me and Chris. Uh, you had mentioned that you were struggling between three identities, which was
Yes.
or three paths, right? Which the foundation path, right? And then there's
Right.
the teacher path, and then
Right.
finally the hippie path. Have
Yeah.
you like what?
I'm
I
still
mean,
struggling.
I know you said that in your mind, maybe you're thinking that you haven't done anything businessy, but
Haven't.
has there been anything revealing to you in the past 2 days? Not 2 days, 2 weeks that has kind of pushed you one way or another way? Are you because business exists right everywhere potentially, like, just to keep your eyes open.
Well, actually, Katie Wheeler contacted me out of the blue and was like, "Hey, I just want to know how you are. How are you?"
Wow.
And I was like, I'm okay. Like, this is what's happening. Blah. Like, not doing anything business. Feel really bad about it. And she's just like, business will always be there. Like, right now, it may not like necessarily be at the forefront of your life at this moment because you have these like other things taking up your time that are pretty, I can't really like tell my friend Mike to be like, hey, you do your own thing right now, even though you're here 3,000 miles to visit me, because I've got to do this other thing. It just like couldn't fit. I couldn't fit it, and plus anyway, I'm going on. But she was like, it'll always be there, and you could always come back to it. And so I just felt like really good. I was like, I don't want to like, give up, and I don't want to not do it. And she's like, yeah, you don't have to give up. You can just put it on pause right now and concentrate on these other things like the test and the teaching and being with your family and your friends and enjoying summer. So I don't know. It made me feel better though for that moment.
It sounds to me like you're thinking of hippie, teaching, and business are mutually exclusive. Like you got to pick
They're
one.
very mutually exclusive.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Go ahead, David.
Why?
Yes.
Why can't you be a hippie teacher who's got a side internet business?
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Look, here's the bottom line. You're gonna be a teacher, right?
Yes.
Sorry, missed you guys. You're gonna be a teacher, right?
Right. That's the plan. Pass this test.
No, don't. Yes or no? Do or do not. There is no try.
Yes,
Are you gonna be a teacher?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you kind of on the crunchy granola hippie side of the scale? Like maybe not the extreme, but on that end?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to be a hippie teacher anyways. Right?
Yeah, I am.
You're not going to get a teaching degree and all of a sudden go out and buy a bunch of pantsuits, are you?
Well, I mean, I have to dress professional, but
You have to dress professional, but you don't have to be. You don't
No
have to put a
pantsuits.
stick up your bum, do you?
no pantsuits. No,
Right,
no pantsuits.
So you're gonna be a hippie teacher anyways.
Yes, I definitely am.
So right there, it's not mutually exclusive.
True, but at the same
No buts.
time, well, I know, but it feels like I'm at this concert and I'm like, what teacher would be here right now? I don't know, it just doesn't feel What?
Drew is like holding up the book, like typical conversation.
Why? What is that about?
Because
This is a
you're
typical
it's an
How does
conversation.
that
identity
fit?
conversation. The identity conversation that you're having, one of the things that they say is no identity is just black and white. You gotta get away from the I'm a hippie, not a teacher, or I'm a teacher, not a hippie. The distinction doesn't exist. People are just more complicated than that. Right? That's what
True.
that's why I'm holding the book up, and you have to realize that within yourself. So I'm sure there's business hippie teachers out there in the world. They
Totally.
exist.
Yeah, but then I don't know how to fit the business in. Like, I don't know how to balance it all, you know? I don't know how to juggle it all.
Hmm. Can you look for an example of a business hippie teacher? I'm sure they
What's that?
exist. Can you look for an example of a business hippie teacher? Or not something doesn't have to
Why?
fit that exact glove, but
So I don't think being a hippie is something you need to work at, right? Like it.
you'll be
It
surprised,
com- it
David.
comes-
You'll be surprised.
No, not at
it's
all.
just it's part of your core being, isn't it?
Yes, it is, definitely.
So that's gonna be constant. Oh, now I want to see what Drew's typing. That's going to be constant no matter what. So it's not a matter of finding a hippie. Yeah, well, yeah, that's a special case. It's not a matter of finding a hippie teacher with a side business. It's just a matter of finding someone who teaches, who's got some side interests. It doesn't even have to be a business.
And how to juggle that.
Yeah, like if there's another teacher that likes to do softball in the evenings and weekends, same thing. It's just you're doing a business instead of playing softball. It's just a hobby. It's just another thing. It's not your identity. It's not one or the other. And go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say I have this feeling, this strong hunch that I'm not gonna be able to do anything but focus on teaching and lessons and planning and activities and grading and evaluating and curriculum.
I've worked in a few school systems, and the first 2 to 3 years is very definitely tough and time consuming. But it doesn't mean that you won't have time for other things.
We'll see. I'll get back to you on that.
Well, Dave, you're a teacher
I
too.
also have like.
No.
I love that quick answer. No.
There are many different people working in schools. So
I have an IT background, and I worked for a school division. I was employed by a school division for about a year, and I consulted to I think 4 or 5 other school divisions.
Oh.
So, I have a lot of experience in school divisions, but no, I'm not a teacher.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Erica.
Not officially.
I don't remember what I was going to say.
So here's a question: what is the motivation behind the teaching? Is it to be working with children and influence children?
100%.
And the reason I'm asking that is I'm trying to think of like, is there like a non-traditional school teaching that also would call to you, or
this is actually like a pretty. I know, but I got a job. I got hired. Like I just, it's a blessing. So right now I'm just holding on to that and going with it. But it's not. Sorry, I was just gonna say it's pretty flexible, like not super traditional type of school, and it's a charter school. It's a really good, like, it was like my dream school to work in.
They still have summers off though, right? I hope.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's like the main motivation to work at school, I would think.
See, I've never considered that even. I had never even considered that when I thought about teaching as a career.
Oh my god.
But now it's like, oh yeah, that too. It's a perk. but it's not really. It's a myth. The summers off is a myth. You spend a lot. You spend probably a month off, but the rest of the time, you're planning, and you're planning your classroom, and you're planning your lessons, your curriculum. You're meeting with teachers. You're doing professional development. Blah 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 blah.
Wow, sounds like you're really excited about becoming a teacher.
I am actually.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't tell
no,
at
but
first.
I
Thank you.
actually
That's a. Well, how do you feel though? Really? I mean, is this
I'm
something that
insanely
you want?
excited and like insanely terrified.
Oh, so maybe the hesitation comes from the terrified.
Drew, why are you always the dark shadow?
Because I have to like come this close for you guys to see my face. I can
Close
turn
your
on the light,
blinds.
but
Or turn on the light.
It's because Hawaii's so bright that it just.
I know.
there. How's that?
Sorry.
Okay.
It's the best. Okay. I'm trying to get my gears moving to figure out how we can
No,
incorporate things.
no, it's okay. You guys, you're so awesome, you guys. But it's so funny to like when you kind of present a problem to a group of guys, they go into like problem solving.
Oh man, I need to fix that.
Oh, true.
I need to fix it. You guys are awesome. Like just venting about this is so great. and I feel like you've already provided a bunch of insights. I'm just like, maybe I can be all of those things. I do have a little bit of a I don't know what you call it, like a morality issue, because the medical marijuana thing plus teaching I wonder if it'll be controversial if I am like a school teacher who has a medical marijuana business, not a business, but
It's a software business.
Yeah, right.
It'll be mainstream and like.
Or like when we were talking about the blog, like if I had a blog that was like a hub for information.
You could use a pseudonym.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that, but then I felt like inauthentic doing that. I don't know.
It's a pen name. That way you just don't get random mail.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
how does the charter school do
Eric
that?
Burger.
Eric Burger.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe I could command more
Change
power.
the spelling of burger, because it's ER, right? Change it to burger like you are
UI.
B-U-R, G-E-R. Eric Burger, and done. That's nearly identical, isn't it?
Yeah. Perfect. I just typoed my name.
Whoops.
Oops, yeah. Every time.
Every time.
Just don't put any posts up about. Don't carry it too far.
About what?
Peeing on the toilet seat. So what I'm saying is,
Oh, right. Gotcha.
if you're pretending you're a guy, don't lie about it too far. So I was shaving my face and peeing on the toilet seat the other day. Because that would be hard to later say, oh, it was just a typo.
I don't know. I feel like she should keep a woman's name. I feel like that would just like make her feel a little bit more like this is.
Yeah, I think I'll keep a woman's name.
Or maybe use your middle name, or I don't know.
I don't have a middle name, but yes, I will.
What?
You don't have a middle name?
What are they for anyway?
To distinguish me between all the other Kevin Schueilers, which.
What's your middle name, Kevin?
Joseph.
Joseph.
My dad's first.
Kevin Joseph.
It's middle names are in case you ever find yourself in a moral quandary about teaching and writing an MMJ blog, and then you can use that.
Perfect.
Josephine Burger.
Ooh, I like it.
Shaniqua Burger.
For some reason, that doesn't really resonate.
Weird. I don't know why.
I want it to be a New York name, so you got like a really thick New York accent to go with everything.
What's it like, Jennifer?
Yeah, what's a New York name?
I don't know.
Or like Rebecca.
Joe.
Hey, Rebecca.
Josephine's pretty good, actually. Josephine, yeah, there's totally Josephine where I grew up. Or like Christina. Christina's super common.
Well, I think
want it to be,
a good point that, you know, you could still write about things. And
I love what we're working on.
I know, I'm giving it serious thought.
You guys are so funny. I feel
Middle
like all
name
my
to be like
problems
a
are solved.
food item.
Okay, well, Erica, is there anything you're struggling with that you...
That's it. That's all I'm struggling with. Also, I injured my thumb, and it's like broken, and I can't like serve anymore.
Your thumb's broken?
That's bad.
No, it's just messed up. I don't know what's wrong with it.
That's
but
New York
I can't-
for you.
I
Choose
can't
your-
move my.
That's
Yeah,
yours.
what the hell? I don't know. I injured it snowboarding, and then like I ignored it, and it wasn't like anything. It wasn't a big deal, and all of a sudden it's like excruciating pain, and I can't even use my left hand. It hurts.
You injured it snowboarding?
Yeah, like a long time ago, but it
Oh.
was nothing. Like it was just nothing at all, and so I ignored it. And then I don't know. I guess I ignored it to the point where now it's like
Wow.
I don't know. It's really angry and it wants attention.
Hmm.
Anyway, that's my life in a nutshell lately. How are you, Kevin?
I'm good. I'm good. I'll pitch David up. I hired Matei as a sales coach.
Matei?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. How's that going?
Cool.
Really good. I still don't have a pre-sale yet, but I feel a lot more confident, and we've been going over some like different tactics. Like he's having me do something he calls the theater of the mind, where you picture yourself walking into a theater, sitting down, and then the curtains draw, and you see yourself doing whatever it is that you're having trouble with, but you're seeing yourself doing that with the result that you want. So in this case, like I'm seeing myself like having a really good sales conversation over the phone, and like the rapport is there.
Visualization.
With someone else. Exactly. So I'm just being a third person fly on the wall and picturing this happening in a good way. And so I do that morning and night. And it's really been useful.
Wow, I really like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking that.
Yeah, it's been good. So like I don't feel that like anxiety like picking up the phone and calling. Now I'm just like, this is a fun, happy thing. Like I like doing this. This is who I am. This is this is what makes me get on the phone every day because I like doing it. There's a lot of positivity around it that way. So that's really a huge bonus. So I finished up a demo with somebody on Friday. What they said is they didn't feel that it was a good fit for what they're looking for, based on the volume that they do for a year's time. With they say they only do like 4 to 5 contracts within a year that's over the $2,000 threshold. Everything else they don't have to do procurement with. It's just like a small micro purchase, or it falls under state guidelines that they don't have to. So that made sense. Like, okay. So instead, I asked for like feedback and a referral. They gave me a referral. They gave me feedback on it. I wrote down a bunch of notes. So
Oh yeah.
that was good.
That's awesome.
That was good.
That's so cool.
But,
How many people have you pitched to so far?
I have no idea. That's a good question. I would have to look and count.
If
I'm
you
gonna
could like guess.
Wow.
In the teens, probably.
How many?
Wow, that's a lot. Wow.
Wait, what? How many?
In the teens, probably like 12
No.
or 13.
Really? Wow, that's impressive, dude. That's really cool.
Totally.
I mean, my
Are you
goal
guys-
is to like do like 50 to 75 of these, and then hopefully if I do enough in volume, I'm gonna see numbers, and that will tell me where I'm going with this.
Holy shit, that's really cool.
Uh,
Are you guys still doing Fish Fest?
Yes. So we were gonna have one this next week, but Janine that really wanted to be on one can't do it this week, and so Jeff's busy, I'm busy, so we're like, all right, we'll do it again. We'll just push it out 1 week, and then we're gonna start up again. So it'll probably be like Monday or probably Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, whenever Janine can get back.
Awesome.
Yeah. Really good news is I've been like really burning out with work, David. I've just like had a couple of projects put on my desk that were like one-time things, but I was like at the office till like 10:30, 11 o'clock sometimes at night. I go in at 8 or 9 in the morning. I was like, this is not cool. I cannot have like a good balance with work and life and the foundation and anything else that comes my way. And so I had a sit-down conversation with my boss and just said, hey, I'm overwhelmed. I got too much going on. I need to find a way to either delegate some of this to someone else, or we just cut back in general and don't have some of this get done. Yes.
The different conversation.
That was a
Good job.
Are you saying that was a difficult conversation, or are you
Good job.
Yeah.
That and the book totally would have come in handy.
Yeah, really, that would have came in handy. But yeah, she was really cool about it. I really don't like my boss. We kind of like have a personality clash, I think, in a lot of ways.
You mentioned that this is the new one.
This is the new one. And I think it's just a difference on operations. There's like things that you can do one way or can do another way, and oftentimes I'll pick one way and she would prefer to go a different way. But I don't think she's like she's somebody that I would actually hang out with outside of work, but our work styles are different too. So personality-wise, I think like she's cool. I would hang out with her. She's from Hawaii. She would probably would like her.
So she doesn't work that much, huh? That's I can tell.
She doesn't work that much, yeah, no. She takes off before 5, that's for sure.
Oh, there you go. That's pretty
She's
cool.
on island time. But anyway, so long story short is like we figured out a way to like delegate. Well, we figured out a system on like delegation. I need to get more of like the things that are on my plate right now to her on Monday, and just say let's sort these all out priority wise and see what makes sense to stay on my plate. See what's should be handed down the chain, and see if we can restructure the department. We also got news that we're probably cutting an entire contract where we manage multiple properties from a different organization, different nonprofit, and that's probably just going to get axed, which means it's going to be we're going to lose probably 2 or 3 property managers, but at the same time I'm going to have a lot less relief in my department, so it's going to free up some time on other people's plates to take some of my stuff, which is good.
Nice.
So I'm feeling a lot more like relief.
Oh, good.
And balance, like I was really struggling to make calls during my workday because I just feel so overwhelmed to like get things done and keep my day job like afloat. Which is something I need. I don't want to just like quit my job and just oh yeah, I'll make this happen somehow. Like,
Right.
I've done that before in the past, and you usually run out of money before something shows up. It's
Right.
first sale or yeah. So I'm gonna keep that income in place until I can replace it fully, and for several months in a row to where I know it's sustainable. But so that was like a really big win for me. It's just like sitting down and having that conversation of something needs to change. I'm willing to figure out with you how to do it, but it needs to change. So,
Nice. Good job.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yay.
But otherwise, I've just lined up calls for next week, and I'm just gonna keep on keeping on.
You're awesome. That's so great.
Oh, man.
Way to go, Kevin.
Good job, Kevin.
Yeah, I hand it to you.
That's heavy stuff.
Because, man, being busy at work and still, convincing yourself to do something that you've historically struggled with sales, right? Getting on sales call. If it was me, then I'd be tempted to go, Well, I'm pretty busy. I'll try the Salesforce tomorrow. You did it.
Totally.
Push forward.
Yeah.
They get easier as you do it, but I really think that theater of the mind thing was like a big, I don't know, it was a really good tool to like.
Cool.
stuff
So,
right from
so
the-
Mateo's been a good investment.
Yeah, that's a really good strategy. Just visualizing the end result as you'd like it to happen, and not just the end, but the whole process, because that way it kind of builds a muscle memory, even though you're not using muscles. But same sort of thing. Like sports players do that all the time. They visualize kicking the ball and getting it into the net, for instance, and when they get out there, they're better. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that's a real good find for you.
And I usually don't just like do it really quick. It's usually like I spend 15 minutes or like 10 or 15 minutes just like sitting down quietly and doing it. So,
Right.
Anyway,
Cool. That's really great.
That's me.
and then I'm trying to have more fun too. Like I've just been like work,
Like,
like no fun or
surfing?
like, playing around. And so like this weekend I just said I'm putting everything down and I'm gonna play. I'm gonna have.
Yay!
I'm not gonna have like my
That's the
cell
fifth
phone.
pillar of productivity.
Yeah.
Did you see the pillars? The pillars video
That's right. Yeah, that is.
from Peter Shallard?
I don't
The
think
pillars
so.
of productivity.
The Pillars video.
Commit action.
Yeah, I went through the 5 pillars, like the initial
Yeah.
first few things. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fifth pillar is play. Or like inner child or something. No, it's play.
It's play. It's play.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the other ones were, but I remember play. I got that one down.
I honestly don't remember all 5 of them.
Yeah,
either.
I've got
I'll
that
go
one
back
down.
through
In Hawaii, the pillars are play, 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 suntan, and play.
You could use another play in there, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
okay.
That was awesome. Cool. Right on, Kevin.
Yeah, it's good. So I'm feeling really good about myself. I'm feeling like I'm getting back into like a steady balance here.
Yeah. I'm feeling really good about you too.
Thank you.
I think you're on the right
What's new in the
path.
world?
Yeah, I've been pushing hard and I've been rocking it. I wish I could tell you I had another pre-sale, but I don't. I've had a couple pre-sale conversations. Actually, let me start chronologically. Maybe about 3 weeks ago, I had 11 validation calls in 1 week. Just
Whoa.
hit them, and one of them was great. It was almost an hour. A bunch were shorter, and some of them were great. Not all of them were great, but most were quite good. Out of that 11, I had 4 people who said, yes, that sounds like something, if you made that, it sounds like something I would want. And another one said, I can't say yes, but I won't say no. Show it to me first, and then I'll tell you if I think it's something I could use.
Honest.
So I'm now in the process of going back to those 5 people to line up pre-sale calls. I had one already. The girl said, absolutely, I'm in, but I got to get approval. And that was a week ago, and I haven't heard from her, and I've followed up with her. So I'm not sure if she's changed her mind or she's just busy or what, but I'm going to keep hounding her.
Promising. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it does. And the other 4 I've emailed with, and I just haven't lined anything up yet. I got to
David,
land.
Are you thinking on building it out yet before you get all your pre-sales? I know you had talked about it.
I was thinking about it. I really want to get a few more sales to not only justify it. I just don't feel like jumping into it unless I know. Like, I guess the only reason I would build it without having pre-sales is the fact that I'm scared of making more pre-sale calls. Like, fundamentally, that's kind of how it breaks down to me. So I might as well just get over the fear and do the pre-sale calls.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I've got a landing page up. Here, I can give you guys the. Well, it's just vetpromotion.com.
Cool. I'll check it out.
Here. I built out some Facebook and LinkedIn ads that are very targeted to my target market, and I'm pushing them to this page and trying to get them to opt in for a special report that I did.
I like that.
Which one are you looking at?
Just your landing page.
Right, yeah. I put a lot of time into that. I mean, I used a template, but it still takes a lot of time. So I got some Facebook ads and some LinkedIn ads going, and it's pushing content or pushing traffic to that second link that I just put in there. I got one opt-in today for the special report that I wrote. It's just a little, here, I'll give you the links
You
to
said
it.
anyways. Did you mean to do that?
What?
But we're going to list them anyways. As a teacher, I am appalled.
Why?
What?
Wait, what?
Sorry, you lost me.
Where?
Okay, what did I say?
You said Vet Promotion has too many other features to list, but we're going to list them anyways.
What should I say?
Anyway!
Oh, I pluralized it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant like he was doing something morally questionable or something.
Oh, no.
I can't believe you would do that on an orange
Yeah.
page. Like,
You just said too many features, but you broke a promise. Listing them anyway. Huh.
Thank you for pointing that out, Erica. I will change that.
You're welcome. Now I'm gonna read this and prove it.
Yeah, that's just great. I'm really looking forward to that.
Great,
Hold
she's
on, where-
American. Go.
I'd be like,
Did you
there
ever-
is
hey,
there
I
is
got a
no
question.
you in favorite. What?
Did
Hey,
you
you
ever
missed-
hear anything more on your postcards that you sent? Has there been any like
Oh,
back?
yeah.
You know what? I got a call last week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's been like 3 months.
I don't know. It's been a long time, but you know.
I got a call from a horse clinic, an equine clinic, but the vet there actually works also at a a companion day clinic. So I'm gonna try and line up a chat with them.
Cool.
They were basically a full-on bust and a waste of time and money. At least I know.
Live and learn, yeah.
Yeah. I gotta find this other link for you here. Here it is. Here, I'll get it over here now. What else can I tell you?
Sorry, question. How are you using the second page, which is the report or the white paper?
That's a landing page for some pay-per-click ads on Facebook and LinkedIn.
And this is part of your sales funnel, or this is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I wasn't sure if it was like meant for, like an example for what veterinarians could. Well, anyway, never mind. Okay, I got it now.
I'm putting these ads out and targeting practice managers, saying, "Hey, do you want to know what other practice managers are doing for social media?" And I just basically put together some of the information that I collected
Cool.
to give them just a free little gift so that I can get their email address. That's really all it is. It's just a squeeze funnel to get their contact information.
Gotcha. How many pages is it? That's cool.
7, just 7, including a cover page, and like it's very light. Or maybe it's 8 now. It's 8 pages.
That's okay.
I put
That's
a
okay. I think that's about.
in the box there. Yeah, I don't know. That's about it.
That sounds good. Sounds like you're moving forward. You got.
Yeah, man, you've been
What's,
kicking it.
What's your pay-per-click campaign run for you? You get a pretty good click-through rate.
It's pretty low just because it's such a specialized market that I'm targeting. But I've gotten, I think, 6 clicks or something on it so far, and each click ends up costing $2.50 or something. It's not too much.
Hi.
Only one of them has actually filled in the form so far. But so I think I paid like $20 for the first lead.
And they all came from Facebook, you think?
Yeah. Because Facebook and LinkedIn are landing in different places, so I can track it.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Cool.
I don't know, what else have I done? Sales funnel, landing page. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Well, it's awesome to have you on here. I'm really glad you showed up today. It's cool to see you check in.
Totally.
Yeah, thanks. Felt like just popping in and seeing what's going on with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're still here.
Haha.
Well, everyone
We
except
needed
Cutway. We
some-
need to figure out Cutway. I don't know.
And
Well, we picked up Chris. Now we have Christopher Justin is in on the group. Did you get to meet him?
Me? No.
Okay. He was at the event, but
I didn't meet him in person, I don't think. Unless I did and I don't remember.
he gave a little talk. He stood up and he spoke about how people may have viewed him as successful as he's working for a large firm. I think it was BP, British Petroleum. Yet he wasn't happy, and he was trying to change his life. And that's all I remember about the particulars.
I vaguely remember that.
But he's a cool guy, and looks like Kawi. He mainly connected through Kawi, actually. Who unfortunately he hasn't come. So hopefully next week, or we can get in contact with him.
yeah.
Oh, I set up a. Sorry, guys. I just remembered. I set up a Facebook page too. I'll send you the link here.
Cool. You've been a busy bee.
Yeah, I know. Out of all of those, the what's your most successful I guess sales channel?
Well, emails, and I just this weekend changed my email campaign, so it'll start. The new one will start going out tomorrow. I'm no longer wording the emails in a validation frame. I'm actually doing it as pre-sales.
Gotcha.
So the email reads, hi name. Oh, the subject is this still a pain? ? So then it says, is it still a pain for you or your staff to create and post relevant and quality content to the various social media platforms? If so, an affordable way to completely eliminate this pain for veterinary clinics is now in development. Before it's released to the public, it will be made available to a founding group of only 12 veterinary practices. If you'd like to learn more, simply reply yes and I'll reach out with more details. Or send me a quick no if you'd rather I don't follow up with you. So, I don't know how that's going to materialize, but time will tell.
Cool. Okay.
Sounds good.
Are you still using, what is it, Rebump?
No, I stopped. I don't like it. I'm using QuickMail, which is the one that Jeremy Chatelaine, is that his name? who's a foundation student. He made it, and I
Oh.
really like it. I really like it that it's got multiple. There's the Facebook page. That it's got multiple sequences, so you can have different follow-ups based on who you're sending. Whereas with Rebump, it's the same follow-up, regardless of sending.
Oh.
Right? Like, in other words, Rebump only has one sequence.
Right.
So
Okay.
it just sends the same message over and over again, right?
Well, you can
Starts to get
set
spammy.
message 1, message 2, message 3, message 4 kind of thing. But you can't say, I want Bob to have this bunch of messages and I want Sue to have this other one.
Okay.
Whereas
cool.
with Jeremy's...
I signed up and still haven't used it. I think I'm paying for it at this point, but I should probably look at that and sit down and do it.
It's pretty powerful. I really like it. He makes changes to it like every day. He's really trying to make it a good solution.
That's awesome.
Wow, this is so great, David. I love it.
Let me like it. Let me jump on and like it.
I know, me too. I'm gonna like it.
I worked really hard on the headlines on the main vetpromotion.com page. So the headline is the automated and customizable social media edge for vet practices. And the tagline is the same one on Facebook there. The best thing to happen to vet practices since pets.
Like.
Yeah. I like that. That's clever.
Now you have 6 likes.
I'm almost there, baby.
Wait, in a second you want 7. My internet's freezing.
Oh,
You
I
have
just,
to. Software. Can you change that software line?
huh?
Yeah, I
that
don't
line
know.
that just says software.
Yeah, maybe. What do you think it should say?
Why?
Oh no, I'm just thinking. I mean, it's good for identifying what vet promotion is, but is there something else maybe that you could do?
It's a Facebook category, so you have to tell Facebook
Okay.
what you are. It's not something that I put in there, but I might be able to change the category.
Got
Let me
it.
just look here.
Or more
category.
Or more like marketing, or I don't know. I guess it's not really the same thing either. But what are the categories?
Would marketing be better?
I don't know, because that's basically what you're doing, right? You're putting out campaigns for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would think that would, as someone that's like a business owner, like, oh, you're helping me with marketing.
Oh, pet services. That's one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that one's good.
That's probably
Yeah,
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call there.
Services.
There you go. Refresh. Done.
Boom.
Oh wow, 8 likes.
See? You change it to
doubling-
services. You got a couple more likes.
It's working already.
It's working. It's happening. It's really happening.
It's all happening.
It's all happening.
all
That's
happening.
right. Is that that's from
Almost famous.
Almost Famous? I love that movie.
Me too.
The
One of my
soundtrack of that
favorite-
movie is awesome.
Oh, it's very good. One
Yeah.
of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, I just watched it again maybe a couple months ago.
Oh, that's funny. It's all happening.
Alright, well, I gotta go pick up a bunch of financial stuff. How about, I'm just gonna set a goal for the next week here. I'm doing at least 1 call a day with someone and pitching. And
Cool.
see what happens?
Excellent.
Taking the Peter Schaller approach. That's about all I can control.
Yep.
And if I don't, I will eat a can of dog food.
Ah,
Oh, gross.
I saw that somewhere.
Oh man. How about a can of cat food? Because I think that's small.
Alright, can of cat food.
Or fish
Hey,
food.
why are you making it easy on him?
Well, I actually have those. I wouldn't have to go out and buy the dog food.
Perfect.
Then again, sorry, that's thinking negatively. Like you're not gonna do it. You're gonna do it, so go with the dog food. You won't even need to go out and buy it.
Sounds terrible, but I'd probably do it.
Oh, yes. No.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. So,
Let's hope
one
not.
call every day this week, doing it.
Cool.
Anyone else want to throw anything out there?
I don't know what goal to make. I honestly have to just study for this test to pass my teaching exam. Like 2 hours of study per day.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
When is the exam?
I still have to sign up for it, but there's one on the 8th.
August.
Yeah.
Wow, so you got about a week, bit and a bit.
Yeah, I've been studying though. But yeah. Week left. Just about a week left. Ish.
How about, yeah, why not? You can make that your goal.
Yeah, that's the only goal I need to be making right now, I think.
Study or fail.
Avoid concert.
Ooh.
That might be a good goal.
What's this concert? Or what's the group again? What are they called?
Oh, from yesterday, Nako and Medicine for the People. You guys should all check them out. They're so amazing.
What is it called? Okay. They coming to Missouri.
Nako.
Nako.
What's a Nako?
That's his name. It's Nako Bear.
That's his name?
He's Native American, Filipino, and Puerto Rican.
Oh, my.
So, Nako Bear is his name.
That sounds like a big restaurant.
It sounds like a what?
That type of cuisine. It sounds like a great restaurant. I would go.
Sounds like a food truck. Nako Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nako.
Cool. Anyone else want to throw anything out there?
Plastic.
All right.
Continue waking up early. Finish reading difficult conversations.
That's a
And
good
actually
goal.
apply. Definitely, and actually apply some of the stuff that's in there.
Oh, yeah.
I assume the reason you're reading this is to help out with your relationship. You're not having like a difficult conversation with your bus driver or anything.
Yeah, his lack of deodorant has been disturbing me. I don't know how to approach it. Yeah, it is, and I guess that's what attracted me, obviously, to the book. But it's much deeper than I thought it was. It's all gold, really. So I highly suggest it. Dave's, yeah, sorry, you missed my earlier push for the book. Difficult Conversations.
Yeah, no, I picked up on the subtlety of it when you held it up for 4 times.
Yeah, and it's also gold, see? Lettering in gold, so...
Difficult conversations. Oh, I see now. Okay.
I love you guys. All right.
All right. Well, that's a wrap. So.
Dave, it was awesome having you. Guest
Yeah, that's
speaker,
great.
Dave.
Full surprise appearance.
That was really good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
All right. Thank you for not being a
Stop by
stranger.
Good to see all of
Yeah.
you.
Awesome. All right. Go on. Have fun.
All right. Have a great week. Everyone reach out to Calais.
Yeah,
That's
Mr.
what you
him.
want to give Calais.
Flood him.
Bombard Calais
make him
with
feel
good
loved.
messages.
Flood his mailbox. Make him feel loved.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a way to do it.
And no
Okay,
talk
guys,
about
have a great
the,
week.
No,
Love you
don't
all.
mention the Germany game.
See you guys.
Yeah, I won't mention it.
Yeah, don't mention the game.
Yeah.
No, only positive.
Definitely was.
Only positive.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Have a
Have
good
a
night,
good night.
guys. Good seeing you
See
too,
you.
Erica.
Good night. Good seeing you, Drew. See ya.